We are live. Let me get the bubbly going. What have we got this evening? 17 minutes of Amberlynn Reed's latest. And we got my little diet thing here. With some juice. Hello, Monica. Hello, Linda Lou. Bally. Let me just so the diet stuff for tonight is one pack of hey. There's one pack of Uncle Ben's creamy mushroom rice for $480. Then there's another pack of the same thing for $480. Rona Rabbit Ears, hello, thanks for coming by. And there's 2 cans of great value mushrooms from Walmart, 90 calories each, 2 of them, that's $180. And the reason why I kept it all rice and mushrooms is because I found this at the grocery store, $12, half off, cold pressed orange, spinach, kale, celery juice. And it's settled, and it's filled up to here, and you can sort of see how it has to be shaken. So in the bento box will be one of it filled with 480 calories of rice. The other one is 480. There's a can of mushrooms in each one. So 2 cans of mushrooms is 180. The juice over there is 100 calories per 250 mils. It's 1 liter. So that's 400. So that's a nice, clean 1,540 calories for the day. I haven't had anything except for black coffee. And the juice does look gross. I'll read your comments here. Let me get Amberlynn on deck. Hello, late to the party. Let me bring myself back. Let me bring the bento box up. And again, this is no mukbang. It ain't no eating challenge. It's just documenting the calories for the weight loss journey. I want green juice. Don't we all? So here's this compartment number 1. He did a great job of building these things. It's tough to get into them. And I squashed the rice down real good when I was putting it together. And the mushrooms are in the bottom. All right. There's that over there. Here's the other compartment. Oh, come on. Dang it. Come on. Oh. And Let me hit some of this. I'll get the juices after I get into this stuff. And if you all let me hide behind my microphone and talk a wee bit. It's not good enough. Yeah. Did I arrange the food in the bento box? DP, you arranged? No, I made it and I put it in there. Yeah. I don't go to a restaurant and have them put it in here. 25 people here. Okay. Okay, thank goodness. There. That's why I sounded all distracted, because I want. By the way, no super chats. Don't give me nothing. Don't give me nothing there. Chavelita's mom. Yeah, that's why I sounded all depressed at the start. I didn't want to talk much. So she's still in the hospital. She is watching you. She's on the respirator. So if it's been a full day and she's watching us and you're talking to her, that at least means she's stabilized to some degree. I'm no doctor or nothing. It's just she's talking to you. You're talking to her. She's watching the show. She's following the show. So I was worried there. Now I can sound a little bit more energetic. Okay, so I got another turn down. I've tried it 5 times. There's 2 hits on the channel, which produced 1 copyright strike, because 2 hits came at the same time. I sent a short and sensible rebuttal to both of them, and both of them were accepted and forwarded to Chantel. I think it's Chantel that's doing the striking. And she changed her name to Nader El-Shami. And the reason why she can strike based upon material on his channel is because that channel was created by her for him. Oh, let me get these up. Chavelita's mama, kiss her for me, please, says Bally YouTube. Lindy W, praying for you, Chavelita. Alyssa say, Chavelita, hope you're on the mend. Late to the party, hi, Chavelita, with a couple of cute little hearts. And any other notices for Chavelita, go right up on the screen. Chavelita's mom says, see, yes, I don't know too much the medical terms. My husband is a doctor in California, but Chavelita's dad said she is stable. But he is on top of everything. And that said, I'm no doctor. It's just that, what little I do know, if you're there with her, she's watching the show, and it's been a whole day since she's been on that respirator, and she's following the show. Well, Chavelita is almost a doctor herself. So, and if she's watching the show, I'm just letting her know that, I'm just glad that you're there with her and she's following the show, which is great. Rona Rabbit Ears playing for Chavelita. Queen TG Eats, prayers for your mama, Chavelita. Chavelita's mama says, thank you, Everton, so much. She's reading everything. Hi there, Daniel Basher. Hello there, everybody. Yes, it is. It is. And I'm just carrying on doing the show for Chavelita because I know she's watching and she likes to laugh at it and hear what the heck is going on here. So I'm going to continue to tell. And whenever I get a message there for Chavelita's mom, Chavelita, I put it up. So the updates are, everyone here is still very nice. Me and my husband, thank you so much. And we thank you, Chavelita's mom, for letting us know what's going on. What a super nice mom. Gets right in here and types us messages. Thanks very much, Chavelita's mom. So the two, hi Shirley, I hope you're well. I just got here, but it's great you're watching. Says Daniel Bashner. Thank you, Daniel Bashner. Actually, let me just get to my rice and my mushrooms here, and I'll just keep putting up notices for Chavelita. Linda W., your daughter's beautiful, Chavelita's mom. Daniel Bashner's happy face and a thumb up. Thank you, Daniel Bashner. Charlie with a K. Hi, Chavelita. Hope you get well soon. Very nice. Come by and say. Alyssa's got Sam BBJ Starbees Llama Super Chat Cat for Chavelita. Chavelita's mom saying thank you, Linda. She is like her dad. We want her to marry. And we will be remiss if somebody else didn't say hello to Chavelita too. And he's going to jump right up. Super Chat Kate! Super Chat Kate! Thanks for blessing us, Chavelita's mom. We hope to bless you back. It's Super Chat Kate! It's Super Chat Kate! Super Chat Kate! Yeah, thanks, Chavelita's mom, for doing the typing. Well, Chavelita is fighting off that illness. Chavelita, I hope you found your inner tiger. And we're glad that you're stable. And remember, Chavelita's mom, don't send me no super chats. Nothing. I don't want nothing. Nothing. So hang around, Chavelita. We're going to do some kind of a funny show. You know, we can't react to that wildebeest, that horrible thing right now. Well, we still got some funny stuff coming up for you, okay, Chavelita? And Chavelita's mom. And Chavelita's dad, too. Probably watching on an iPhone and getting messages from Chavelita's mom. Thank you, Super Chat, and thank you, Chavelita's mom, for typing for Chavelita. Team Chavelita and Super Chat. Cat from Colleen with a K. Daniel Batcher says, here he is. Here's Cat saying hi to you, too. So, keep sending messages for Chavelita, and I'll tell you a little bit what's going on. Daniel Batcher says, I love Super Chat Cat. Melissa Marie says, you truly are an honest good guy. Love your channel. Thanks, Melissa Marie. Where was I? Because after I explain this, I will play some silly stuff, and we'll try to be some silliness. We could be silly with Amberlynn Reed too. So there's 2 hits in the channel which produced 1 strike. I successfully sent a very simple look. It's fair use. I sent the same message to those 2, and those 2 got sent out, forwarded to the claimant. Super Chat is looking out for her. We're all looking out for Chavelita. Thank you, Daniel Basher. Alyssa say, Chavelita's mom is wondering what you're doing with that metal cat. Super Chat. And by the way, Chavelita's mom, this very cute bento box was Chavelita suggested we get the dark green one because it's cuter. It looks smarter. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Linda Lou? Oh. So those two got sent off to the claimant, which I believe is Chantel. That's right. Queen TGE. Let's give Chavelita and her mom some laughs. Okay. So those two, well, I did promise a few updates. So those two things got sent off. And there's no way that Chantel, or even if it was Natter, I don't believe it's Natter. It's Chantel using his name. And because she created his channel, she can claim that footage underneath her account, which is why those those strikes are coming up from her. Anyway, because there's no lawsuit coming, because there's nothing that you can sue for. It's just ridiculous abuse of the copyright reporting system. Those two got sent off, and there's one other hit on the channel, which produced a second strike all by itself. And I've tried about 5 times. I sent the same message that was accepted the first two. And what do they say? Let me read it off the device. YouTube says, "Dear Foodie Booty Reaction Channel, thank you for your counter notification. Unfortunately, it's unclear to us whether you have a valid reason for filing a counter notification, so we won't be able to honor your request." It's like, what? And that's what other people are getting. That same stupid reply, who were also struck by this false copyright strike attack. And so I sent them another one. And so far, well, let me just check the email again. So far, it hasn't been sent back to me telling me the same thing. No. So maybe they're going to forward this one. I hope. And if they don't, I'm going to do a video. Not like I've got any strength to put my foot down. If they don't, here's what I'm going to. I'll just run their copyright instructional video, for lack of a better term, YouTube's own video. I'm going to run it for you guys here tonight, too, just for fun. And I'm going to run that, and I'm going to react to that. No, oh, shuck, I shouldn't have told everybody, because that's a very novel idea. It came from me first. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. So before payday September, what will be the repeated live drama content? Well, I did watch Chantel earlier today, and I was almost thinking of doing a dirty delete and running her footage, and then just, no, we're not doing that, because we're talking to Chavelita's mom. We want to leave all the messages up, so I can't dirty delete this stuff. This stuff stays. And Chantel was talking about she's going to the police again and talking to detectives, and none of it is real. None of it is real. Oh, so sad that she's even on the platform. So, yeah, so I sent it again for about the 6th time. And once that forwards, I will probably start doing Chantel reactions again, because then there'll be 3 successful rebuttals sent off. We know there's no lawsuit coming. And, well, maybe I won't, because technically speaking, there's 2 strikes on this channel right now. If it gets hit with one more strike, the channel goes down. You see the red stripe. And then you see the 2 successful rebuttals I've already done will bring the channel back. It's just that's going to be 10 to 14 business days. And if the whole channel goes down, it's probably going to be 6 weeks before it comes back. Hello, Angelina Ballerina. Hi, guys. Hello. So that's the update. And if this one is rejected too, then I'm going to run their own video. Do you guys want to see what the let's just run that for the hell of it. It's only 5 minutes. Let's run it. Video file. Fair use.
Hi, I'm Sari, here to answer your copyright questions. Today's topic is fair use. First, what is fair use? Fair use
hold it there, honey. Fair use is criticism, parody, rebuttal, news reporting. You can just talk about it. What you don't do is you don't take it wholesale and then rerun it again and make money with it. you've got to transform it in some way. So just getting ahead of, this YouTube employee from 3 years ago.
Allows you to reuse copyright protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. Fair use is an exception to copyright law and is not determined by YouTube. Let me say that again.
Yeah, good. No, say it again. You see, I'm getting ahead of myself because this is what I was going to do. And well, if people see the thumbnail for this, they're going to see Amberlynn Reid and same old crap from Amberlynn Reid. So they're expecting the Amberlynn Reid stuff. So if they reject it one more time, I'm going to do, this is sort of like just off the top of my head. Yeah. If they reject it one more time and they say it's unclear as to, what did they say again? Here, I'll give it to you. Let me bring it up. They say, thank you for your counter notification. Unfortunately, it's unclear to us whether you have a valid reason for filing a counter notification, so we won't be able to honor your request. Well, I'm going to say to them, well, if it's not clear, go to this link. And then I'm going to have my video up running this here, and then I'll be rebuttal again. So we can still have fun with it. Now, I didn't know I was going to start yakking over top of it. It's only 5 minutes. So, yeah, thanks for letting us know. Fair use is not determined by YouTube, which means they wash their hands of it. They're supposed to say, go see a judge. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, look, I'm willing to accept a lawsuit from Chantel, or if it really is Natter, which I don't believe it is. Whoever the hell is striking the channel, you got a lawsuit, bring it. Because Chantel and Natter are both here in Canada. So it's Canadian law, and you can bring a claim against me. There's nothing to argue. They can't bring a claim because Canadian law upholds it. You can make fun of stuff and criticize it. So they can't bring a claim. So the challenge is, okay, bring a claim. And when YouTube does forward your counterclaim to them, they say, look, we're going to ask them to show us proof that they're bringing a lawsuit. And if not, within 10 to 14 business days, we put your videos back. So right now, as I said before, there's 2 successful counterclaims to be sent through. Whoever is making these damn claims is not going to bring a lawsuit. And so I could be reacting to Chantel again. Yet if they strike me one more time and this channel sustains 3 hits before those first 2 have been reinstated, the whole channel disappears for 6 weeks. So thanks, honey. Yes, fair use is not determined by YouTube. So I've put in reasonable. I'm not the only one. Other people are putting in the same reasonable request to YouTube and saying it's fair use. And it's being rejected by robots saying it's unclear to us. Well, I'm really killing the conversation around here. Nobody's making any comments. Okay, let's get back to this.
YouTube does not decide what is fair use and what isn't. Only the court can do that.
Yeah, thanks for the cartoon. Thanks. Would you please let us do that then?
What counts as fair use? Different countries have different rules about when it's okay to use material.
And I know the laws here in Canada. I'm here. Chantel's here. Natter's here. If they want to bring something, let them bring it. They're not smart enough to tie their own shoelaces.
Without the copyright owner's permission. In some countries, it's not even called fair use. For example, in the UK, it's referred
It is here. It's also referred to as fair dealing.
to as fair dealing.
Oh, okay.
Aside from what you're
See, we're actually British based here in Canada. All of our money's got the British Queen on it, even though technically speaking, we're an independent country, sort of. Well, like it says in the South Park movie from 1999, Canada, it's not even a real country anyway.
Your country calls it. Courts usually focus on whether your use of another person's song or video is transformative.
And as you guys know, you see, actually, I'm glad I'm doing this because this is the one that I can share with you guys live. And then if YouTube rejects my counterclaim one more time and they say it's unclear, I'm going to do it again. And then I say, maybe this will help you to understand the clarity of what I'm trying to say by reacting to your own video.
Basically, they're asking if you added new expression.
Oh, that's it. That's what I forgot to tell you guys. Probably not my best because when I start these little shows, I haven't eaten anything all day. Hang on, pardon me. I hope it's not too boring for Chavelita because we're supposed to be making her laugh. And what are we doing here with this? I transformed the living daylights out of the videos. I did a reaction to Natter cooking a lamb heart. And I reacted to the living daylights out of it. I transformed it so much it's not even funny. And the other one was cooking moussaka and singing. I transformed in that too. Oh, it's interesting. Good. I'm glad. Yeah. So here's the YouTube video saying you have to transform it. I transformed the. Sorry to repeat myself. I transformed the living daylights out of Nader El-Shami Cook's lamb heart. I gave it a fantastic custom thumbnail. I put sound effects when he dropped the lamb heart. I used funny voices. I edited it. I transformed it. And when he did the cooks moussaka and sings, I sang over top. It's moussaka. It's all so good. I transformed the living daylights out of it. They don't have a leg to stand on to say that I didn't transform it. So here's YouTube saying, "Did you transform it?" Yeah, I did.
Or meaning to the original work, or if it basically copies the original. For example,
well, if you just got here, we have Chavelita's mom, who's also watching along with Chavelita, and she's been stable for a day on the respirator. If I'm saying that right, respirator or ventilator. It's a respirator, yes.
In the US, content that might be considered fair use includes commentary, criticism, or news reporting.
Yeah, that's right. Commentary, criticism, news reporting. We're allowed to do it. Like, this isn't the only reaction channel on YouTube.
Also, keep in mind that just because you say something's fair use, give credit to the copyright owner, or add a disclaimer like no infringement intended, it does not mean that you're protected.
Yeah, let me bring her back when she said that.
It does not mean that you're protected.
Now, some of the reaction channels put that notice at the front that says, oh, this is protected by fair use. It's just, you don't have to put that there. Furthermore, putting it there doesn't protect you if what you're doing isn't really fair use. So the example that I use is, I still like Batman and there's other superheroes I still like. It's just that Spider-Man just seems too weird for me. You get bitten by a spider, then you turn into a spider, and Peter Parker manages somehow to figure out how to build a synthetic web shooting thing. It's just, I'm not crazy with Spider-Man. Some people dig it. So the example I use is that there's always going to be another Spider-Man movie. Somebody owns it. It's worth millions of dollars. There's always going to be the newest Spider-Man movie. And the thing is set up to protect whoever owns the Spider-Man movie, who's making a lot of money running it illegally. So shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. That's why it works so fast. It's not meant for this crap like Chantel striking channels and buggering up our opportunity to get together and chat and react to stuff. And so you don't have to put the disclaimer on the front. Some people do. I always say, you don't have to. Furthermore, if you are breaking what terms of service about what fair use really is, if you're just running the Spider-Man movie and you put up that stupid notice, it says, oh, this is fair use. Here's a Spider-Man movie. That doesn't protect you. So you don't have to put the disclaimer. And if you're just running a Spider-Man movie, that doesn't protect you. That's why I don't put the disclaimer up there. I think it looks silly because you don't need it. It's implied. The law is already there. You don't have to state the law to protect yourself, and you don't need it if you're not breaking the law to begin with.
How is fair use determined by law? Determining fair use is never a cut and dry process. In the US, fair use can only be determined in court by a judge. The judge will look at your case overall based on a few different factors. Here are a few things to keep in mind based on what the courts look at. You're less likely to qualify for fair use if your video merely copies someone else's and
exactly. You can't just run this stuff.
Adds nothing else. If you're trying to monetize your video,
we all monetize our reaction stuff, right? It's like if you run Spider-Man and you try to make money off it, right? Once we've transformed the material, it's okay. Oh, Linda Lou, you didn't know? Chavelita's on a respirator. Yeah. Her mother is typing for her. Her mother's with her now. They're both watching the show. I thought you knew. I'm sorry you weren't told earlier. There you go.
Using fictional copyrighted material rather than factual material. If you borrowed a large amount of material rather than a small portion, if the main focus of your video is the copyright protected material, or if your use of the material harms the copyright owner's ability to profit from their original work.
No, we do not. There you go. and you didn't know earlier, so we've let you know. So, if anything, reacting to Chantel keeps her popular. That's why I call the other reaction channels echo chambers, because all they do is repeat. Like she was on earlier today, Chantel, and she says she's going to the detective and all this stuff, and none of it is real. None of it is real. She pretended to bring serious criminal charges against that man. There was never a court appearance, no court paperwork, and then Chantel says, "Oh, I dropped the charges." Now, there never were any charges because there never was any court appearances and no court paperwork. So it's already stupid. Yet if the Beezers believe it, let's pretend that it was true, which it wasn't. You can't, I keep saying this, you can't bring multiple false charges against somebody deliberately without ending up in front of a judge yourself. And is Chantel in front of a judge? No. The whole thing was baloney. So, yeah. So the echo chamber channels pretend like this ongoing stuff between the two of them is real, and that Chantel's really talking to detectives. None of it's real. It's all live action role playing. And once you've already gone through with a fraud involving serious criminal charges and nothing happens to anybody, including the person that says they brought these charges, that just shows that it's all fake from there on after. And Chantel's returning to the same thing, like, whoa, we're going to talk to the police, get out of here. So I react to it and tell the truth about it, where something like somebody like Yaba will just pretend that it's real. And when Chantel was getting drunk and saying that she would die for the children and wants the children to live with her, and she was playing that Kicks song about something kicks your shoes. It was a song about a shoot up at a school, and she made a mockery of it. And I call that for, the disgusting display that it was. And Yaba didn't even want to talk about it. She said, well, others have already reacted to it, and it's Monday morning and no one wants. Yeah, Yaba, ridiculous. And if there's any Yaba people here, you're ridiculous too. So what I do, and even what the other channels do, we don't harm the copyright owner's ability to profit. We don't. She could still make her money. The one thing I would like to try, because everybody else can do it, is stream snipe. Because I can comment pretty damn fast. And if I was running Chantel's shit here, like about 10 seconds after it's being shown on her channel, yeah, that would be pretty easy for me to come up with content. However, I've never done it. I've never stream sniped. So I would say that if there's any argument you can make, your use harms the copyright owner's ability to profit. You could make an argument for the wildebeest that stream sniping her hurts her ability to make any money. Then again, like I said, just to reiterate, I've never stream sniped, and that's a whole other issue. So, I mean, having never stream sniped, there's nothing that I've done to inhibit her ability to make money.
So, all of these are helpful factors to consider when thinking about.
Linda Lou, MG, no, my heartfelt prayers and thoughts are with her. She is always such a bright star. Yes, Chavelita, you're there with your mom watching. We always said you're the best example we got. Well, we're all nice people here. However, it's just, your story, not story, like it's made up. It's just that what's going on with you, your work towards becoming a doctor and being a funny, smart person to talk to, and you're doing something good, and you're already working in the healthcare field as you carry on to complete that goal, is, like, that's great to have somebody here in this group. And in the Beezer group, they're all dummies. So, Linda Lou's a smart cookie, Alyssa's smart cookie. We got all smart cookies here, and you're a smart cookie too, Chavelita. And so, yes, a bright star here, and we're glad to have Chavelita around, and we're glad that you're getting stable too.
Fair use. But also keep in mind, there is no guarantee that you'll qualify for fair use just because you take these factors into account.
Yeah. Well, let's just get in front of a judge. I mean, could you imagine Chantel or Natter taking me on in court? I mean, come on. So anyway, I mean, I'm already familiar with with what fair use is here in Canada, as well as the United States and Europe. And as long as here it's Canadian law, they don't have a leg to stand on.
For example, just because you don't monetize your video, or if you only use a small portion of the copyrighted material, that does not mean you automatically qualify for fair use. Again, the courts look at everything holistically, and there's always a risk involved when using someone else's copyrighted work. Think carefully about all of these factors and get legal.
You know, she's talking about, you know, if you're stupid enough to run the Spider-Man movie, or if you're dumb enough to run 90% of it and pretend like you're doing a movie review and like, well, you know, we're not going to let you see the last 5 minutes of Spider-Man. I want to analyze it. It's like doing a reaction channel on some jackass that wants to sit around the house and do drugs, and very often will be driving an automobile, and we know that marijuana has a long half-life. That doesn't even come anywhere near something that you have to worry about, right? Like, let's say that you're live streaming a concert in its entirety, and actually, I wanted to do that. It's just that if it's like a sort of like a, well, if you paid to be there, then you got a right to be there. If you live stream part, well, then again, if the ticket says don't rebroadcast, that's something else. And then even then, they're going to have to go after you for the quality of your work. And as long as it's not professional grade, like no one's going to allow you to set up a professional grade camera in the middle of somebody else's rock concert if you're not part of the crew, or if you're not part of the mainstream media that's allowed to do that. You know, people don't get busted on the evening news and say, so-and-so was in town last night. And you see like 2 minutes on the evening news. They're not going to get busted for copyright infringement. So even then you have to show the whole darn concert. So that still might be something I'd like to try, like just to run a live stream of a few minutes of a concert. However, that's just an excerpt again, right? So what this woman here is talking about is nothing near what we do with this channel. No way. So, you know, just like, for crying out loud, just forward my counterclaims and let's get this over with.
Advice if needed. Companies are claiming just a few seconds of a video. How is that not abuse? One of the biggest myths about fair use is that there's a minimum amount of time you're allowed to use someone else's copyrighted work. But despite what some people may think, there is no duration which you can use someone else's content that is automatically protected under fair use.
She's talking about time, right? Once you transform the crap out of it, and especially here, this is called Foodie Booty Reaction Channel. So there's no confusion going on. People aren't going to think that this is her channel. It's a reaction channel here. Also, I can do my weight loss journey. Also, we can hang around and talk, right? So those are the different. We can also do Amberlynn Reid if we feel like doing it. And I got Amberlynn Reid coming as well. So again, anything that she's raising is something that has to go before a judge anyway. And even when she's giving all the warnings that you can get, we're not doing anything near what she's warning about. This is just, you know, Chantal is got an ongoing fraud with her channel. And here's the other part of it that's just crazy. I mean, here's this YouTube employee telling us what's right and wrong, and we know that Chantal breaks the terms of service all the time. So, you know, let's just have my counterclaims forwarded to Chantal. She's not bringing a lawsuit. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I hope to do this with another video, her channel's not going to get in trouble because she's got a friend on the inside somewhere.
In fact, courts have rejected fair use arguments for songs that only sample a few seconds of someone else's work. So if you're using any amount of content...
And again, that what she's talking about here is like copyrighted music that you add into... pardon me. Sorry. Like, that's a big deal. Like, if you're trying to add some copyrighted music into a piece that you're working on, that's where it gets, you know, dicey. I don't get it either. I don't. I didn't know that Monty was stream sniping her all the time. I knew that Mrs. Fields was stream sniping her all the time. Those are the only ones I knew. And I don't do that here, right? Queen, TG Eats. Chavelita, shine bright like the diamond you are, baby girl. Here is a smile for you from Queen to Eats. Thanks very much, Queen TG Eats. It's very nice of you to do.
That you don't own, even a few seconds, you're taking a risk of receiving a claim or a takedown. You have the right to argue fair use, but only courts, not YouTube, can ultimately decide whether the use of someone else's content is protected under fair use.
Okay, so forward my counterclaims, YouTube, Team YouTube. Got that? Don't give me another. I'm paying for YouTube Premium. I haven't had to see an ad for about 4 years. I'm actually a paying customer around here, and this is how I get treated. So you girl, and the rest of your team YouTube, don't send me another email saying it's unclear as to what you're talking about. Fair use, honey. Fair use. Forward it. And then when it falls in the lap of Chantel, it says, Chantel, bring your lawsuit. Chantel's going to be too busy scratching her butt to do anything. And then, the strikes will be off. And then we can go back to putting the rest of the videos back up and having fun around here. That's all we do is we have fun around here. I don't sit around here and do drugs for 6 hours a day like Chantel does.
Because of this, our approach has been to empower creators to remove claimed content whenever possible if they feel that it isn't adding significant.
Yeah, I understand that the takedown happens immediately. Yet once somebody forwards a good faith request that you forward to them, that you're standing upon fair use, you should just forward it. And you're not doing that for me, and you're not doing that for other people who've been hit by this false copyright attack.
Give value to their video. That's why we've built tools to help you easily identify the content being claimed in your video and remove or swap out claimed music with copyright-safe tracks from the free YouTube audio library. We're also now requiring claimants to add timestamps to these claims so you know exactly.
Well, the one that I just got, the most recent one, doesn't even say where the footage is. It says to email for more information. That's the first time I've ever seen that. It doesn't. There's no timestamp. It says email us for more. What do we mean email us, you guys, for more information? What the hell?
Which piece of your video is being claimed. We've also updated our editing tools so that when you remove the content manually claimed in your video, the claim is automatically released, restoring monetization to your video if you were previously monetizing. Why does my content, which is clearly fair use, keep getting claimed by Content ID? Automated systems like Content ID can't determine fair use.
I had that with another project. There's a little piece of music on iTunes called Neon. It goes like this. Oh wait, it happened here. It happened here. That's what I play when I speed Chantel up. When let's say she gets out of her car like this. I'll take it and put it on a loop for a few minutes. And then in the back, you hear. That's a public domain song in iMovie. And some jackass somewhere, some rap artist, is singing over that. And I keep getting hit. They're not takedowns. They're not strikes against the channel. It just says, sorry, you can't monetize this. And I look at it, it says Neon. What? Get out of here. No, it doesn't say Neon. It says their song. And then when it says it's here, I play where the song is, and I hear. So I sent it right back to him. I said, that's Neon from iMovie. It's like 10 years old. What are you doing? So she's talking about music now.
Which is a subjective case-by-case decision that can only be made by a court. While YouTube can't arbitrate fair use disputes, and automated systems like Content ID can account for fair use, this doesn't mean that fair use can't exist on YouTube. If you're a creator, you should avoid relying on fair use unless you understand how the rules work and you're.
I do. So forward my counterclaims. Throw them into Chantel's lap, or Natter if it really is him, which I don't think it is. They don't have a lawsuit coming. They're just abusing the damn system. And what you guys should do is start striking people who abuse this. And that's right. Chantel's channel is not going to get in trouble. Natter's channel is not going to get in trouble. Everybody's saying like their channel is going to be gone. No, nothing's going to happen to them. Remember when Chantel's, she, lured those teenagers onto her channel for the live stream and from a megala, and one of the, minors, a guy, exposed himself, and they gave Chantel her channel back on her birthday. She's got a friend somewhere inside here. Nothing's going to happen to her channel for this false copyright attack, or if it really is Natter, which I don't think it is. Either one of those two clowns is not going to lose their channel. They're just going to stay right there and pretend to be fighting with each other.
Prepared to defend your position through the Content ID dispute process.
Yes, I did, dear. I'm waiting for you to forward it and stop telling me it's unclear is what you're trying to say here. And Cauliflower had to hide her channel, and that's what I've done. I've pretty much hidden everything that I have here. And it was a pain in the ass to do. I couldn't just go click private, because there was a bunch of stuff that wasn't responding to the private and didn't show up in my studio. So I had to manually go into about 50 videos right in where you see them on the channel and go in, go edit, go step in there, another step, make it private. And then I copied and pasted the link and the title, and they're still there. They don't show up in my studio. So and like you notice at Yabba, look, let me check on Yabba right now. I'll bet everything she's got is up. YouTube Underground videos. Everything's up. Everything's up, and she's reacting to the most recent Chantel footage. 13 hours ago, same old song and dance. Yabba's protected because she's friends. She's an echo chamber channel. Let me check on French Fry Girl. French Fry Girl videos. Everything's up. Everything's up. And she just did one 4 hours ago with Chantel in it. Everything's up. They're friends. It's people like Cauliflower and myself that are getting attacked. And we have to private everything or take the channel down, because you get hit once, you get hit twice, you get 3 times, the whole channel comes down. You'll get it back. It's just it takes about 6 weeks. And then again, it's not a good place to be to have the whole channel disappear, because all people see is a red stripe. And that hurts you with the algorithm too. Like, how does the algorithm see you and put you in suggestions when your channel vanishes? It's like, here's the algorithm. Here's this channel. Oh, red stripe. That channel's gone.
And potentially the counter notification process. This forces the claimant to withdraw or to file a lawsuit.
That's right. So let it happen. Let it happen. Stop telling me it's unclear. Here, I'll say it. See, it's funnier when I got her there. Stop telling me this. Dear Foodie Beauty Reaction Channel, thank you for your counter notification. Unfortunately, it's unclear to us whether you have a valid reason for filing a counter notification, so we won't be able to honor your request. All right? Stop doing that. Especially with me paying for YouTube Premium for the last 4 years. Why isn't there a message there saying, we notice you pay for YouTube Premium. Would you like to talk to us? Now, even if you said it's $50 to talk to us, I would still pay just to be able to talk to you guys.
This isn't a decision that should be taken lightly or without legal advice, but it is the most powerful step you can take if you want to pursue a fair use defense, and will force the most thoughtful review from the claimant. And that's it for fair use. Check out more info in our help center, linked in the description below, and be sure to check out the other videos in our copyright series, linked here.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks. Whatever your name is. Okay, that was an experience. Thanks, dear. What's your take on the supposed news article being written on all 3 of them? Why aren't they contacting me if they're really doing a news story? I don't think anybody's doing it. Nobody in the professional mainstream media is going to write about this. And if you find out that they do write a story, that somebody of some significance writes a story, that's another thing. When Chantel was driving earlier today, because it's still today, it's 11:35 p.m. I was watching. I so wanted to react to it. She says, "I'm going to be in a fashion show, and all the haters want to contact them. I don't care." whatever group organization is putting Chantel on a fashion show, they're bringing her on for laughs, and it can't be a big, important organization either. So go ahead, they might give you $200 for your time just for the the slumming value of having you show up for like 5 minutes wearing a blanket. Where was I? What's your take on the thing? Yeah, so if you hear that anybody of any significance is writing about her, writing about this, let me know. Give me a link or tell them to contact me too. We can do everything online. You don't have to actually come to the apartment. Anyway, I don't believe it's happening. Let me get this off stream, removed from studio. Now, how about we get something funny up there for Chavelita to laugh at? Let's get
this. Guys, welcome to a new video. So this one.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. News article is supposed to be on YouTube, not listening to creators. Oh, okay. Well, I hope it's a reputable news source, and I hope they do a good story. 3, 2. What did I do? 1, 2, 3. Chavelita, I hope we're going to make you laugh. I thought I would have been faster with that earlier one. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this one might be a little shorter than the last one.
Well, it's a new video. It's just that all your videos are really the same, aren't they?
I guess we'll see when it comes to like editing and stuff. Oh my god, my hair. Girl, I know you guys will say she looks the same as always, but
you do.
Everyone's their own worst enemy. I posted another community post asking you guys to ask me some questions and whatnot, so we're gonna answer a few of those for today's video. I'm sorry that there's like no vlogs and stuff. Like, that's definitely understandable, I hope, because your girl can't walk correctly. I mean, I can walk and all that.
You can't walk correctly? No. You rolled your ankle. You weren't in a car accident or something.
People are asking, like, can you walk at all? Yes, but what I am assuming is a high ankle sprain based on the fact that my leg is now hurting a little bit. Like, the pain is radiating up to my leg. Oh, by the way, I did talk to my primary care doctor, and she said that, everything I'm experiencing and what I'm doing is perfect, and what I'm experiencing is normal for a high ankle sprain, which means I tore the ligaments that are more higher, like above the ankle, which is harder to heal. She said that what I'm doing is perfect, but if I notice that in like 3 more weeks, like there's no improvement, then I need to take more further steps and see more specialists and stuff like that. So today is day 9.
What did she say? Queen TG eats? I did a lot of yakking at the start. I just want to push this out of the way and try to make some fun out of it. Not that I'm being rude or nothing.
Of this happening. This did happen on August 16th, Tuesday night, and it's been over a week now, and I can say walking has gotten easier. Walking obviously hurts, but what I noticed that hurts the most is when I'm sitting like in a chair. I mean, I haven't really sat in a chair. I've obviously sat in the toilet and I've sat on my bed, but when I sit in that position when my feet are on the ground, that is when it hurts the most. Look at this baby. Yeah, so needy. Oh my god, I love her so much. Okay, now I'm just like totes rambling about my ankle, but I just want to give like random updates for you guys. I'm still icing it, resting, elevating.
Oh, I was saying that about Amberlynn Reed before, that she's her own worst enemy because she's always bringing herself the tastiest kind of junk food. I ran her first 12 videos and she's like, here's some chocolate, peanut butter, chocolate, marshmallow, mint ice cream. I said she's her own worst enemy. How do you find this super yummy, sweet stuff and you tempt yourself with it?
Not putting, too much weight on it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Now let's get into some of these questions. Would you consider talking through your stories and poems and explaining them? You don't like writing advice, but maybe you could explain your writing and that might give a lick of understanding to people. Maybe I could do that. I know my poetry from years ago is so bad and so cringy. And something I'm actually thinking of doing is taking those long-winded,
No, leave them in the past, dear.
cringy, horrible poems
No.
and transferring them into the person I am today and the writer that I am today. Because my writing today is so drastically different to the way that I used to write.
I like how she says different and not better. Aren't I clever?
So I was kind of thinking about, taking a poem, rewriting it, and doing like a before and after, and maybe sharing that with you guys. I think that would be really fun because
you want to do a before and after of your poetry? Do a before, take a picture of it, the pile of paper, and then do an after when it's on fire.
I love poetry. I've always loved poetry, but the way that I write is so different from how I used to write. And I don't really share any current poetry. I've shared a couple things and people have really loved and enjoyed that. But like my old stuff, totes cringy. People make fun of it. I even make fun of it. So I completely understand. But yeah, that could be something I would be interested in because I write a lot in like metaphors. It used to be so much worse and a lot of people are like, what does this mean? So I understand why you'd want me to explain my writing a little bit more. So that could be something I do in the future. Would you ever consider if you guys hear my cat purring, she's literally purring, making bread on my arm. Would you ever consider talking more about your childhood, telling stories or something similar? I feel like a lot of people, myself included, could find something relatable.
Talk about it. It's all you do is talk about your childhood.
Or insightful in that. I have thought about sharing more about my past, but I just feel like, especially
you live in the past.
Like the serious stuff, I don't know, I'm super vulnerable like when it comes to that. Like I share a lot with you guys and everything I say either gets twisted, nitpicked, I'm called a liar, etc. And I feel like
no, it gets called out for being lies. The way you operate, Amberlynn, is that any criticism you get is like it's haters and they're calling me liars and nitpicking. No, you're being called out for being a liar, and that's all there is to it. And because you are a liar, you don't want to say that you are. Yeah, totally. She rolls an ankle, and now she can give up on everything again. Good morning, Devil's Reject. Thanks for coming by. There's Cowboy Dog. One of my favorite avatars, Cowboy Dog. She's a liar and yeah, who she's in love with? She's in love with herself.
when it comes to my childhood, I kind of refrain from sharing majority of it. I know you guys have heard a lot of it, but just imagine there's so much that I haven't told you that I'm scared to tell you. I'm not sure that I should because I know people are super just into, theories and conspiracies and twisting everything I say.
No, worthwhile criticism and using your own words on video to show how full of crap you are. Hello, Cheryl Galerin. Good evening, FBRC in chat. And I don't know if you know, Chavelita's on a respirator, and her mother is doing the typing for her. There's Devil's Reject. Hello, Cowboy Dog. I'm digging your avatar. Devil's Reject. Thank you very much. Super Chat Cat's on his way. Get up there, kitty. Get up there, kitty. Devil's Reject is the savior of the algorithm tonight. Let's get you in focus. Come on, cat. I don't want to be slowing down the whole show. Well, we're getting your little, arm in there, beckoning good luck. All right. It's Applejack Kate! It's Applejack Kate! Thanks for blessing us, Devil's Reject. We hope to bless you, man. It's Applejack Kate! It's Applejack Kate! It's Applejack Kate! Thanks very much, Devil's Reject. British pounds. Yeah, because we get support and interest from all over the world. And that shows the algorithm. Thanks. British pounds are really cool. Thanks, Devil's Reject. Thanks for saying good morning to you. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you, Devil's Reject, and thank you, Super Chat Cat, for that little rendition. Let's get back to the footage.
And I find that to be very frustrating, and I don't want my childhood.
Yes, obviously you didn't know. I mean, there's a few that didn't know. Last night, Chavelita went on a respirator, and her mother is with her there as of last night, and is still there with her now. And thankfully, she's stable. And we were reminding her last night that she's young and strong and goes to the gym all the time. And she got herself to the hospital good and early. And she's in the safest place that she can be right now. And we're going to make her laugh, even though all we got to work with is Amberlynn Reed. And I probably bored her with my copyright talk that came before it. Sorry. Yes. Devil's Reject saying hello. Cheryl Glaren sending prayers. Thanks very much for doing so.
And the trauma that I went through to be a topic of discussion in that regard, because I feel like it's inappropriate, I feel like it's rude, I feel like it's triggering, and I just don't like it. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Have you considered getting weights so you can at least keep your arms active while you're sitting in bed all day? I actually have not thought of getting weights, but I do.
She loves it. She's holding court. She rolls an ankle, and now she's holding court.
I have like armbands and such, so I do have that, but maybe I could get some weights. That's probably actually a really good idea. I have been doing like these like punch exercises and like arm ups. My girlfriend's trying to support me through all that, because you know what, a couple hours ago I had another emotional anxiety breakdown.
Yeah, you look like you really are suffering breakdowns. You sound so comfortable. There's nothing changed in your personality. You don't sound exhausted. It's just, I just thought I would add this to the story because I rolled my ankle, and I just want to add to the story a little bit more. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's no change in your personality. Get out of here with your breakdown.
And I've been feeling very defeated, honestly. And she's trying her best to, you know, be like, babe, it's okay, and just support me in any way that she can. When it comes to physical stuff, she's definitely trying to support me with like arm exercises and things like that. But yeah, this is honestly, like, physically it fucking sucks, but mentally it's been torture.
Yeah, torture. Like how she puts a couple of swear words in there to add some weight to it. No pun intended.
Like, torture. I feel trapped mentally and physically, and it's just horrible. Can you accept that your weight, although it may not have to do with your initial trip, absolutely affected how severe your injury was because of physics, and how you're able to recover, not being able to use crutches, boots, scooters, etc.? Okay, so in my first video talking about my injury, I made it very apparent that I am completely aware of the fact that the way that I heal and what I'm doing to heal is very much because of my weight. I was the first one to bring that to the YouTube attention. Like, so you guys don't have to tell me that. Yes, I'm very aware. I can't use crutches because I can't hold my body strength. You know, that's why I have to use a cane. You know, I can't wear a boot or a cast because they don't make them for people my size, which I feel like they should. That's very important because people my size do fall. People with lymphedema do fall. I just do not believe that my weight plays a role in the actual injury. I was vlogging, I was walking, and I stepped off of the curb. Literally it. That is one of the most common ways. Google it, do research, talk to your doctor, do anything you need to, but that is one of the most common ways that people tear ligaments in their ankle is stepping off of curbs. And I did it without acknowledging that I was doing it because I wasn't paying attention. So no, I do not blame my weight for the injury, but I blame my weight, and I will be blaming my weight for the prolonged healing process. I just hate that, like, my weight is brought up in every sort of situation. It just becomes...
Your weight is brought up in every sort of situation. That's the only reason why your channel exists. I played your first 12 videos last night. Hi guys, I'm gonna start a weight loss journey. I've been on a weight loss journey for about 3 years. Here's my first weigh-in. She doesn't even stand on the scale, and this is how much I weigh. That's what all your channel is about. Who are you fooling? You know, it's like the 800-pound elephant in the room. You know, pun intended for this one. Yeah, that's you.
It's really frustrating because it's like, I'm more than my weight. I am a human being, and I just feel like...
No, you on YouTube, you are just your weight. That's it. That's the only reason why people are watching. You know, you can pretend that you're interested in losing weight. You're not, you know. It's not her fault, guys. See? Excuse after excuse. Yeah, she's smiling. She's smiling. She's like, oh, I had a breakdown earlier today. Yeah, sure you did. Yeah. Instead of getting 60,000 views in a day and a half, you got 59,000. Oh, damn. Shoot. Oh, there's that breakdown.
People, a lot of you, not all of you, but I feel like a lot of you just look at me as a fat, morbidly obese, lazy ass bitch. Like,
yes, and just because you acknowledge the truth for 2 seconds so as to diminish it doesn't mean that it's not any less true, Amber.
That's how I feel. And that's just not... That's not it. There's so much more to me than my weight. I could have very...
Yes, you can put Legos together, and you can do crayon scratch art badly, and that's it.
Well, been injured because my shoes were unstable. Like, it could have been anything. But for some reason, people are like, no, it's because of your weight. While there's thousands and thousands of skinny people weekly getting the same exact injury the same exact way that I did.
Yes, however, they don't exploit it in quite the same way that you do and have been doing for a long time. That's the difference.
My cat right now is laying on my leg.
Queen TG eats. I'm so sick of all the excuses for failure. Mental health is real, and anyone who can readily diagnose their mental illness can surely take some of their income to seek help. Excellent comment. And as I should have done earlier with the first super chat, I'm going to get a bigger stage here. Yep, there's super chat. Thanks again, Devil's Reject. I should have got in here like this for you too. I forgot. I'm sorry. Super chat, K. Super chat. Thanks for blessing us, Queen TG Eats. We hope to bless you back. Super chat, K. Super chat, K. Super chat, K. Thanks a lot, Queen TG Eats. And also thanks for saying all those nice things to Chavelita too. Let me get in focus a little bit for you. Okay, sometimes that camera doesn't cooperate. Thanks again, Queen TG Eats. Thanks. 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 Thank you, Super Chat Cat. And thank you, Queen TG Eats. Very nice of you to do. Cowboy Dog says, Devils, ironic since she won't live long enough to truly enjoy what wealth can bring her. Cheryl Galeran say, you're whiny, you refuse to get a driver's license or get a real job or use grammar like an adult, etc., etc., etc. Late at the party says, Queen, exactly. Angelina Ballerina says, true, Queen. Cheryl Galeran says, well said, Queen. Chavelita's mom in here, Cheryl Galeran, is Chavelita's account. And I think I might have bored her so much with my copyright talk, she might be having a rest right now. However, Chavelita's mom was here earlier on in this very broadcast talking with us. And yeah, so it's Chavelita's mom is using Chavelita's account. Cowboy Dog says Queen 100%.
Resting her cute little head on my arm. I love my animals. I've had people.
Loto FC says Amberlynn Reed is just so incredibly boring. Yes, she is. I'm doing what I can with this footage. Chavelita, I'm sorry if this isn't very funny. I'm doing what I can. I'm just working with Amberlynn Reed.
Ask me on Instagram, like, do you notice, like, your animals, like, are they worried about you? Are they acting stressed out? I notice, like, my animals are always so loving and so obsessed with me.
So agree, Lolo, says Cheryl Galeran.
And they're...
Oh, there we go. I'm sure Queen TG8 won't mind if we slide on over to Chavelita's mom. Thank you very much, Queen TG Eats. That is Queen TG Eats. Thank you very much. Very nice of you to do.
keeping the same energy. I don't really notice.
There's Chavelita's mom using Chavelita's account. See, my name is Maria. I have the phone, so she is watching you. Excellent. Chavelita's mom's right here. That means Chavelita's watching this too. And there's Cheryl Galeran and everybody else wishing you well, Chavelita. Chavelita, I'm trying to make this funny. I hope you still find there's something funny in here. We're just working with Amberlynn Reed. Hopefully soon we'll be able to make fun of Chantel again, which is even funnier.
A stress. I do notice that when I'm walking, Twinkie looks at me. I think she knows, like, okay, mama, why are you walking so weird? Why are you using a cane? But I don't notice like any stresses with them, which is so good because I know that like animals.
There's Lolo FC sending some love. There's Cowboy Dog sending some love. Oh, Cheryl Galeran, no, she's in the hospital on a respirator. Yeah,
Can pick up on that, but they're still just loving on me, being cute little babies, sleeping on the bed with me, and yeah, she's so sweet. She's making bread. I love her. Do you think we, in parentheses, actual supporters,
Daniel Bashner is sending, well, we're all talking to Chavelita's mom, so Lolo FC sending some love. Cowboy Dog sending some love. Cheryl Galeran is asking for anybody who didn't know, is she in the hospital or is she home? Nope, she's in the hospital on a respirator. Daniel Bashir sending waving hello, sending some hearts and a flower, a rose.
will ever get couple content, like your girlfriend does your makeup or anything like that? See, this is hard for me because it's like,
there's some hearts from Linda Lou. Thank you very much, Linda Lou.
I would love for you guys to meet my girlfriend, but her and I both agree that this is just not a safe place for her.
Oh, it's just not a safe place, huh? It's just that's because she's your employee. That's why. And you're not going to make the same mistakes you made with Becky. Yes. Queen TG Eat says, Chavelita, what we got here with Amberlynn Reed is a talking cow for your entertainment. Cheryl, of course, I remember that. You're saying you're not feeling too groovy tonight. We know you're busy. You're jet setting all over the place. And, unlike our Amberlynn Reed, who doesn't do anything all day, you're a very busy person. And if you're not feeling so good, well, we're glad you came by to say hi anyway. And you said hi to Chavelita's mom, too. Alyssa, no one gives two fucks, Amber. Daniel Bashner is laughing. Linda Lou, Queen, LOL, talking cow. And it lies too. Thanks for coming by, Cheryl. Even if you're not feeling too groovy, like you said, I can dig it. You come by anyway. Thank you very much. And Cheryl Galerin again, sending some love and prayers for Chavelita. Get well soon. Thanks very much, Cheryl.
And the way that people have conspirized.
Oh, listen to her. The way that people have look at her acting. I forgot to mention her bad acting too. It's like, she's in love with herself. It's like the way that people have conspiracized. Amberlynn, you go on camera. You raise the fact that you got some sort of quasi girlfriend employee hanging around. You start it. And then when people speculate, you're like, oh, you people and your conspiracies. It's always that back and forth, dynamic, that phony give and take. You start it, and then you blame everybody for speculating after you start it, and you don't really finish it. Well, here's the employee / girlfriend, and you can't look at her, and it's so childish. I mean, this is how a 12-year-old might act. And Amberlynn is like what, 31, 32? Ugh.
Is that a word? Amberisms. The way that people theorize.
Amberisms, more like Amber can't speak English isms.
And make up rumors and things like that, when all you guys have literally seen is her hand, her arm, her legs. The way that you guys have already treated her is.
Yeah, this is like this. It's, when I say in the song for Chantel, it's all too much for you to understand. That's what they do. They go on. It's the same formula, right? They raise everything. And then when you speculate, oh, it's all too much for you to understand. You don't even know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. Stop it. Stop all this speculation. Yeah, and what happens when they raise things like that and people talk about it? Their channels get hot and they make lots and lots of money. That's why she's continuing to do that. Oh, you guys, and you speculate.
When I say you guys, I am specifically talking about a large portion of the.
Well, you get that little bug looked after. Don't set it off to the side and burn the candle at both ends. Get that little bug looked after. Rest.
The hater nation, the way that you guys have already treated her has been kind of horrific. So I don't want her involved in that. I protect the people I love. When my mom was here for a couple months during my whole cancer story, she was totally fine with being on camera. She was like, yeah, I'll be in your videos, but I would not allow it. I protect those I love. And
now it's a drama. You see, you put people into your channel. Then when they speculate, you have to act like you're protecting them, so you're a hero. Get the F out of here. I gotta not swear. Chavelita's mom's watching. I gotta hold back on the swearing. Not that I swear too much. I just swear a little bit. Well, when things are getting bad and when our, favorite reaction subjects are being especially vile, I swear quite a bit sometimes. So we're just keeping it all clean. Mm-hmm. I'm just checking out a few messages. A few comments here. Let me just try this. Well, we hope you take it easy the same.
I'm not going to put my girlfriend through that anytime soon.
I'm not going to put her through what you people want to do to her. You horrible people. Why don't you just leave us alone? Didn't you tell us about her in the first place? Didn't you sort of tease us in the first place? Yeah. Didn't you do that in the first place? Wasn't it all you? Huh? We're not clever enough to figure it all out. Oh, we're not clever to. Oh, yeah, we're the bad ones. Nah, no, it's you, Amberlynn Reed.
If it wasn't for the craziness that surrounds my channel, we would definitely be more open to her being in my videos, 100%. But right now, it's just, I don't want it to damage her mental health, the way she is as a person. I don't want it to ruin her confidence as a person.
All because of you horrible people. I just don't want her exposed, you rotten people. I love it. I love it. You know, things like Amberlynn create these situations and then they act victimized by them. Chantel, Amberlynn Reed, we don't need to have a degree in psychology to be able to figure you out, okay? Just a little common sense and maybe 4 minutes of thinking about it. That's all it takes to figure you out.
I know that the comments and some of the people who follow me are insanely horrible, like to the extreme. And I just want to.
And for you to be gaslighting people for 8 years is evil to the extreme. More disappointing than, it's just people should just ignore you. And as long as they're not going to ignore you, then you should be reacted to properly here, like this. And treated with zero respect. That's all you're getting here.
Protect her from that. And obviously there's other.
You protect her. White knight for her. You're the one that put her on camera. It's like you see her arm, you see her hand, and now it's like, you people, leave her alone.
Personal reasons that we don't want her in my videos currently. I do have her in some of my vlogs, like her voice and stuff like that. I know a lot of you do enjoy that and it's appreciated. Those who are frustrated with that, I do find that to be kind of odd because it's me just respecting what she wants. And I'm also respecting what I promised myself and what I promised her. And
yeah, great. Well, thanks very much for nothing, for even putting her on camera in the first place. Hugging you, seen from the back, her hands there. There's an arm somewhere, a shadow while you're walking on the sidewalk. Thanks for, teasing and gaslighting everybody. Great job, Amberlynn Reed. It's only what you've been doing for the past 8 years.
And for those of you who respect us and our decisions and are accepting and patient regarding that, I appreciate you guys so much. Are you planning on getting surgery for lymphedema removal? My boyfriend also has lymphedema and we've been looking into therapy/surgery. Sorry you're suffering with it too. Tell your boyfriend he's in my thoughts because I know how rough this is, especially trying to find treatment. And the fact that it's not curable is the part that really messes with my head, because it's like most things are curable. There's a medicine you could take or something you could do for it, but lymphedema is one of those things that you're stuck with forever. I do have a close friend of mine who did have lymphedema and she got it removed, but she still suffers with
a close friend who doesn't have a name and who doesn't appear on camera, and you don't complete the story and there's no more data about her. Just write her into the story as a piece of fiction. I had this really good friend.
Lymphedema. So it's even a surgery can't fully take it away. But it's weird that you asked this because I have been trying to learn more about surgery when it comes to lymphedema. I do believe that it's insanely invasive. It's a very, very invasive surgery. So that kind of scares me. But if you guys look at the pros and cons, if I look at the pros and cons, based on how bad lymphedema is versus the invasiveness of the surgery, I think that for some people, surgery for lymphedema is the right choice. Other times,
yeah, Amberlynn Reed has a paid employee hanging around the house, which is, for the most part, that's what Becky was. And Chantel has that simp who is cutting Chantel's toenails for room and board, and Natter, who is a paid gigolo. And that's it. That's right. Neither of these knuckles have any friends.
It's like, is it really worth it? I think more so than anything, your boyfriend, I don't know really what he's going through, but I know that people with lymphedema, I know this is like why am I giving advice? Because I've had lymphedema for years and I haven't even done this.
I know, she is boring. I always used to take the Amberlynn Reed stuff as sort of a secondary thing every now and then. Now we've got a steady diet of it. She's halfway funny at times, and it's just, I'm not saying that Chantel is something good to react to. It's just that I wish for Chantel to be off this platform, and I hope that my reactions, eventually, if more sane people than insane people get to manage Chantel's account on the inside and YouTube, then I hope that they arrive at a decision sooner rather than later to have Chantel off the platform. And as I react to that thing, there are more laughs with Chantel than there are with Amberlynn.
You should see a lymphedema specialist. I know I need to. My doctor is referring me to one, which I'm super freaking excited, because it's like every doctor I see, they know what lymphedema is, but they don't know.
Wow, I love it. There's Amberlynn Reed criticizing doctors to say they know, yet they don't know what they're talking about. Coming from you, 31. And if you're lucky, you can put together a puzzle and a Lego in a weekend.
That's why there's a specialist for that. So I'm excited because I want to ask all the questions. I want to learn more knowledge. I want to know everything about lymphedema. I want to know what I can do to fix this. I have been doing lymphedema massages, so I don't know if your boyfriend...
We got somebody laughing here. Daniel Bashner's laughing. Thank you, Daniel Bashner.
...is doing that at all, or you could help him with that. I noticed that it helps a lot with the fluid and the swelling. So definitely look into that. There's actually lymphedema massage kits that you can get on Amazon, which is really cool. So I recently bought some. Maybe I can show you guys. And if
we got two, we got three. We got at least 3 people that are laughing at this. Thank you very much.
Future videos, so let me know. But yes, very interested in learning more about the surgery as well. Does the idea of actually losing the weight and needing to maintain the weight loss scare you? Yes. I sometimes have these moments where I'm like, every single day for the rest of my life, I have to choose to be on track.
I've played your first 12 videos last night, and you started like this. Hi guys, I don't know what to say. I'm very shy. I'm going to start a weight loss journey. I've been on a weight loss journey for 3 years. And, tomorrow I'll do a weigh-in. I won't actually get on a scale. I'll just tell you what I weigh without being on a scale. And, here it is 8 years later. I have to be on track all the time. No, you're not on track. You're double the size. Plus, you're not on track.
That thought is terrifying because it's like...
you don't look terrified. You look to be very comfortable with your weight. Because you probably look at it every night before you go to sleep and say, I look like an elephant, yet it sure beats working.
My whole life, I haven't been able to stay on track. So what makes me think that one day it's just going to click and I'm going to be on track for the rest of my life?
Then if that's your feeling, stop talking about it. Aside to say hey guys, I'm enormous. That's what you're here for. And I know it, and you know it, and we both know it. So let's stop having any illusions. Let me just sit here and eat a bucket of ice cream.
Able to lose weight and maintain. It's hard. It's scary. Yeah, it's a scary thought. But it's possible. Just because it's scary, just because it's hard, it doesn't mean it's not possible. Why did you say you weren't the one striking channels only to admit on Instagram that it was you and you do it again? So again, this is through the rumor mill because I have admitted and I have said 1,000 different times that I did copyright strike a channel. I have admitted that. I have shared that. I am not afraid to admit that or share that. So me mentioning it on Instagram is no different than the several videos that I talked about it. So I don't know what you're talking about. I never once said...
It's like Chantel, when Chantel would give medical advice. When I would do reactions to the pre-recorded ones, I would put a caption underneath Chantel and say, Dr. Chantel Siro, leading expert on... exercise and weight loss.
But I didn't do that because I had a whole video literally titled that I copyrighted strike somebody. So this is again just more rumors, and it's just frustrating Like, this whole rumor thing lately has been so insane because so many people are like, I don't watch your videos on your channel. I watch them through reaction channels. And every single reaction channel has their own opinions and they twist things that I say and they create different narratives. So people aren't getting...
Or they do what I just did last night, which is I played your first 12 videos. And for excellent perspective, because you're not going to take those videos down, right? And you're not going to talk about them every day. And most people won't even scroll all the way. Your finger almost falls off scrolling all the way to the start. And so I played the whole thing, 12 of your videos, your first 12, and it's, hi, I'm really nervous. I'm so shy. I'm gonna do a weight loss journey, and well, I'll tomorrow I'll weigh myself, and hi. I remember yesterday I said I'm not gonna actually get on a scale. I'll just tell you what I'm weighing, and by the way, look, I just found this grocery store. It's chocolate marshmallow mint. Yeah, so that's not making stuff up. That's just showing that you're ridiculous.
Full information from me, instead they're getting information through reaction channels, and I'm like, y'all, it's just like rumors after rumors. It's insane, and no wonder why people think I'm lying. Like, this is a perfect prime example.
No, there's all kinds of stuff called evidence on video of you lying because you make too much content and you leave it there because it all makes money in your back catalog. So if somebody wants to say, what about this, and this? Oh, look, you're caught in another lie again. That's how it works.
Okay, so this is going to be the last question for now. Have you been recognized in public? Was it a good or bad experience? How often does it happen? I have been recognized easily over 100 times at this point, and every single time it has been a good experience. It always starts with, are you Amberlynn Reed from YouTube, or are you on YouTube? Everyone always asks that. It's like they're...
Excellent. Queen TG eats. You're a nurse. Let Amberlynn have it.
Never really like truly confident. Like, is this Amberlynn? I don't know. But yeah, every experience has been good. There's the usual, oh my god, can I give you a hug? Can we take a picture? I've had people ask for my autograph, which...
You've had people say, stay off the lawn and don't eat the dog either.
Actually, the first time I was recognized in public with my girlfriend, someone asked for my autograph, and my girlfriend was like, oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening. So I thought that was funny. And like, I was recognized in public several times when my mom was here to visit, and my mom was just like, my daughter's famous. I'm like, Mom, no. If you guys knew my mom, you guys would be obsessed with her. Like, everyone loves my mom. Everybody, it's crazy. But yeah, it's always really good experience. I've never had a bad one. So if you guys ever see me in public, definitely come up to me. I am probably more nervous than you are. I'm a very nervous, social anxiety, shy person, but I'm also very kind.
Excellent. From the two of you, which is who would want your autograph. And no one's asked for autographs. They asked for a picture. And the fact that she's sitting there talking about autographs, that's like stuff from years ago. Ever since everybody's got this, everybody wants a picture these days. So that shows that she's totally lying, because people that can I have your... No, it'd be like they want a picture. That's right. And because no one asked for her picture, she's making this stuff up about autographs. Excellent. From Cheryl and Cowboy Dog. And anybody else mentioned it too.
And don't worry, like, definitely come up to me. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna end this video. It gives me time to like talk to you guys more, because my vlogs have been very like just like one-sided lately, and I think it's...
I like that. That made me laugh a bit. Vacuum your grass and cut your carpet, lady. That's good. That's good. See?
Fun to like communicate with you guys, especially things that you guys are curious about. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Adios, Amberlynn Reed. Thanks very much for coming by. Get the heck off my video. Get the heck off my StreamYard. Get out of the studio. Well, that's not... They're the ones that are being gross. You're just noting the truth of those two things. They don't clean regularly. Ugh. 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 Hey. For those of you who weren't here earlier, this is the calorie count for today. 1 thing of rice for one part of the bento box, another thing of rice for the other, 2 cans of mushrooms for 180, and the juice is 400. The total is 1540. And here's the juice, which is $12. Fancy schmancy. And I put my hand here, and you can see that it's settled. This was $12. Of course, I got it half off. And it's 1 liter, and it is 100 calories for 250 mils, so it's exactly 400. It's orange, spinach, kale, celery. Let's see if the camera is going to be my friend today and pick that up. Orange, spinach, kale, celery. And again, when they say enjoy tonight, that's not a gentle reminder. That's an order and a warning. So let's shake it up, as they say to do. Cowboy dog, I'm going to drink the dang juice. This is 400 calories. At least I'm going to start drinking it. Let's see if it makes a noise when you open it. I hope it does. Yeah, it did. It did. Orange, spinach, kale, celery, as I hide behind my microphone. That was a whole dang liter. What'd it take me? 25 seconds or less? Vacuum your grass and cut your carpet, lady. That joke was for you, Chavelita, from Queen TG Eats. Thanks for doing so, Queen TG Eats. Good job, FBRC. You know what happened when I went to the ATM the other day, Christy? Just asked myself, soap and water, people. That's right. Charlotte's so basic. Right, Christy? I mean, what the F? I'll never understand that. Yum! Yes! Four. I'm just checking on my email to see if YouTube is because I've had funny luck with YouTube. It's been for a few times when I'm in the middle of doing a live, I check my email. It's like, sorry, we are don't understand what you're asking for. Okay. So I reckon that's it. We've had a few laughs here, you know, and I'm here. Let me check on my channel on my other browser. Let me just go into the dashboard and see if anything's happening. Counter notification is awaiting review. Okay, so nothing's happened yet. Not ignoring anybody. I'm just over in the other browser. Now I'm back. I'm back. Well, that was fun. We had some laughs. That's right. I'm glad it's still. I'm up and I'm still up and caught you live. Usually I'm out sleeping by 10. Thank you for catching it, Daniel Bashner. Well, if we're out of footage, okay. So I think I'll just sign off with the silly Chantel song, which I'm going to over sing again, as I did last night. So we make Chavelita laugh. Chavelita's mom, y'all still there? We're just about to sign off. A poor upbringing on the part of those wildebeests. Excellent comment. Thank you. Queen TG eats. And I'll just wait for a couple of minutes. Maybe Chavelita's mom's still there. Gonna type. Daniel Bash saying bye, Chavelita. Signing off for the Buffalo Herd call. Daniel Bash, you're at funny here tonight. Thanks for coming by. Still gonna wait a few minutes. Chavelita's mom might be busy right now. 33 people here. Thanks for coming by. Cheryl Galern's about to ready to try to go to sleep yourself. I'm about to sing the little goofy song. That's right, Cheryl. Yeah, huh? Angelina Ballerina says, all the best, Chavelita, thinking of you. Well, you know, maybe Chavelita's mom is busy right now. And probably Chavelita's checking out the show. Because Chavelita's mom is doing the typing. And wait for another minute. And if we don't get any message in there, I'm just gonna sing the goofy song and make it extra goofy and funny. And then we'll all just sign off. Wishing Chavelita to stay stable and get well soon. Okay. Thanks, Cheryl. So we do know that Chavelita's mom was here earlier tonight and wrote us several comments. Chavelita's checking out the show and is stable and in the safest, best place where she can be there at the hospital. She got in there nice and early. That's all good. Chavelita, we love you, says Queen TG Eats. Get well soon, Chavelita. Sending love to your. Yeah. Queen TGE says, Chavelita, we love you. We do. Cheryl Galerin said, get well soon, Chavelita. Sending love your way, honey. With a couple of black hearts, a red heart, and a hand that goes like that. Now I'm going to do the silly song. And then we're going to sign off. Hopefully we get around together tomorrow. We'll do some more silliness, and I hope to have a good reply from YouTube. And I'll try to dig up some funny footage to make fun of. And I'll have some more of my silly diet food. And anyway, stop talking, FBRC, and start singing. Oh, they're all red? Over here on StreamYard, there's 2 black ones, 1 red one, and 1 hand doing this. Well, StreamYard makes things look different a little bit. Of course, I'm taking you at your word. You say they're all red then. Daniel Basher, get well real soon, Chavelita. Queen DG says, Buffalo Herd Call. Now do the song. Let's get on that song. Oh, 2 of them are a darker red. That's it. Okay. 3, 2, and I move around. I get some different sounds when I'm moving around. 3, 2, 1. Chantel, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel, she carries the weight. Chantel, oh, she carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. Chantel, Chantel. She rolls out of bed with nothing better to do. She rolls right back to bed after the mukbang is through. She make a mess. She make a couple of dollars. She gonna do it again. It's all too much for you to understand. Come on, sing it again. Chantel, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel, she carries the weight, yeah. Chantel, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel, 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 get better soon, Chavelita. Chantel.